Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of A Game Designer Plays here in the lab where we stream the niche games you might have loved if you'd ever played them. I'm your host, CareLevelZero, and tonight we are continuing with the somewhat less niche and incredibly popular Atlas title Metaphor, ReFantazio, because, fuck it, I've liked I've liked Atlas since long before they were popular. So long before they were popular. I'm an Atlas hipster, apparently. So I'm still going to play their games anyways, popular or not. It is only, Tuesday? I'm already dead this week, so I am absolutely skipping the camera so I don't have to deal with all of the extra heat from lights and things like that. And I'm going to chill with a nice cup of coffee that will eventually arrive because I didn't finish making it during my intro, apparently. And we will just keep working on Metaphor. I believe it's going to be a mostly story day? Well, we got a couple days to kill before the story progresses, but I think we're just going to spend that hanging out with people and maybe punching a sandworm in the face. And then we'll go ahead and roll on to whatever the story has next for us. Oh, thank God my coffee's arrived. Thank you very much. Hooray, life who has saved me. And yes, as some of you have noticed, there is a new emote in the list. Sorry, not sorry for that monstrosity.
You want to tell them the story?
Yes, I was about to.
Okay, good.
So I was starting to work on an emote way too late because I wanted to work on one Saturday and I had to do too much work and stuff and I just never got around to it. And I couldn't really come up with anything decent, and by the end of being annoyed with it all, I just wound up with that instead. And it's modeled after one of Kuro-sensei's many faces from Assassination Classroom, because it's about how I felt trying to work on one last night. So I hammered one together while watching Banhammer do some Mines of Moria, and that was that. Yeah, still not Friday yet. Well, at least it's Wednesday for you. Alright, that's one cup of coffee gone, and now I just have the other one. Yeah. Thought the Island was already out in your Reserve Tuesday for new. Nope, that was just the demo, but it's supposed to be out sometime this year. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. Apparently, I'm tired and very thirsty. Need Friday so you can have your Ease and Romancing Saga fix. Nice. I think the next... I don't actually know what the next big release is for me. I think on a personal level, probably the Dragon Quest 3 HD, 2D, 3D, XD, whatever remaster they're calling it. I loved the original on NES when I was growing up. First game I ever bought with my own saved up allowance, and man, I gotta tell you, as a kid, not spending any money for 3 months was kind of wild. Yeah, very, very difficult. I need Forever Friday? No! No, consider for a moment what that means. If it's always Friday, then it's almost the weekend, always, but never actually the weekend. It's Sisyphus rolling the stone up the hill, except he'll never get to the top. We'll never have a day off. We'll just work forever and ever, being like, man, thank God it's Friday, and tomorrow's Friday. It's still Friday. Why is it always Friday? I think you've just found my personal hell. That and living with 30 cats. Hitting the backlog. Nice. After the Elden Ring DLC is complete, probably do Astrobot or start the Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy. Finally got a physical copy of that. I cheated. I got a physical copy of that well over a year ago at this point, I think. There were versions in other regions that were English that came out way ahead of the physical releases here, so I just grabbed one of those like eons ago. Had to have it on the shelf just in case. Oh, were they out of stock for a while? Well, that's a pain in the ass. Alright, let's get this thing flipped over. Since I don't have any camera today, at request from someone in the community, I decided to stick Zin in there instead. And we'll do that until she annoys me taking up too much camera space, at which point I will replace her with the Hulk and Blank, which, frankly, I hate. I loathe it. I loathe it in the same way that I loathe Dende and the Gasm emote. All temporary jokes that I was not allowed to ever get rid of. For some inexplicable goddamn reason. He's always watching. Yeah. I realized he actually has a similar color scheme to the Hulk and Blank. I promise, I have a couple of actual metaphor emotes in mind, and not all of them are terrible jokes. Not all. Oh well, actually, hang on. I have at least one that's a proper emote. I definitely have some more that are jokes. But there's at least one that's not, I swear. Alright, let's load up. We were on the 15th of July. Oh, my controller's long since turned off because of my intro. And let's get it going.
But why?
So, I believe we have an available bounty, but more importantly, we have a new follower. Which means pretty much right out the gate here. Oh my god, thank you for the giant version of the Hulk and Blank Reaper. If you've ever seen Assassination Classroom, you know exactly the face I was going for. And hi Reaper on the YouTube side as well. So, I will say... you know what? Actually, most of the time when you mirror art to the person who made it, at least, it looks absolutely freaking horrible. That one works mirrored. I'm kind of amazed. That's actually a good sign. It's amazing. You have no idea what it's like when you're working on art. Well, maybe some of you do. When you're working on art and you hit mirror, because you got to kind of just double check every so often that things look right, you know, either way. And hitting mirror is like hitting the intense uglification button on anything you're doing. Everything suddenly looks Picasso and wrong. And it's so bizarre. Like, oh, wow, this looked totally fine from this side, and now when I view it the other way, it looks like absolute garbage. What has happened? It is unbelievably bad. So I've gotten more in the habit of flipping frequently while I work, just in case. Kind of helps stave off the horror. It's a little bit like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Exposure therapy. Keep showing yourself the terrible and you'll fix it a little bit at a time. So I guess enjoy the Hulk and Blank. I'll get rid of it as soon as the first opportunity presents itself, unless you all really love it for some reason. I have no idea how anyone will respond to that. I have no idea what the purpose of it is. It's just there. To be fair, I almost made two separate... She has such big ears. I almost made two separate ear emotes to stick on it as well. Made it a 3-piece emote. I tried exposure therapy and all that happened was me being asked to leave and put on a watch list. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh my god, it's almost perfect with the shades. Nice, Eric. Almost perfect. She's just wearing them a touch too high up. That is so close.
Look, Vegeta, it's a subscriber.
Hey, Nine Title, thank you for 10 months. Welcome back. How you been? Might be the first time I'm further than you in a game. Oh yeah, even though I kicked this thing off with a marathon, I did also make a point of delaying some start stuff, trading some days out for other things, and generally slowing it down because I figure enough of us are going to be playing this that I don't want to wait, but I want to give people an opportunity to get ahead so they can actually hang out. Okay, well that just looks... Wow, Ring Song. That one just looks creepy. That's got this... I can't tell if that's finger gun in the mouth or this just really creepy sucking on her finger thing going on. Thanks. Blank overlaps a bit with Dead. I feel like they have different uses. Though there is a certain degree, certain common thread, I believe, in the Hulk and Blank, in the Dead, and the Dun, and I suppose to a degree the Psy as well. Apparently, I'm just all up for emotes that are fucking through with it lately. So, Barden's going to need a voice, and I guess that's pretty much our first thing of the evening, because we're obviously going to hang out with him, because he's a new guy, and that means new archetype. What in the hell voice do we give to Barden? Also, I never moved. Well, I never noted Morris as Krillin, but it doesn't matter, because he dead anyways. Don't lick the science. Or do. Scientific process is weird. Be careful licking the science. The Yuma series is so good. I'm very happy with how those turned out. But I kind of also want to redo the larger art versions of them, because they were all done in a different program, and their lines aren't as clean as what I do now. Like, the Psy has much cleaner lines. Valley thank you for the giant Thyza Reaper. That's... that works better than it should. Let's see. Let's take a look here. You know, we haven't given anyone Scruffy yet. I feel like it would be horrifically offensive to give the obviously Scottish Barden an Irish voice. So, I don't know, Scruffy, or do we be horrible to him? The thighs in disguise. Thighs in disguise. Sounds terrible, let's do it. Oh, poor Barden. I'm just gonna put I'm sorry in the notes. Just found the worst combo of modifying Thyza. Oh, please do no, it's the finger, isn't it? Or have you found worse than that? Because the finger's pretty bad. And now, Nine Title, you know why you're further than I am in this game. Try finger, butthole. Oh my god. Souls. Alright, before we get started on Barden here, I gotta tell you my experience as an old Souls player. So, I started with Demon Souls on PS3. Long time ago, wasn't really expected to sell very well. Actually did kind of okay here. It did actually outsell Atlus's projections by a scale of almost 4 to 1, but their projection at the time was only about 20,000 units, and they sold about 80,000. Which, I mean, it's not exactly a ton of units. But it was a lot more than they expected. And the community was surprisingly, in spite of the nature of us all invading and murdering each other on the regular, because in Demon Souls you kind of needed to do it more often, was actually very honorable. A lot of good head-to-head fights. A lot of actually waving at people before attempting to murder each other. You know, generally speaking, a lot of just like good quality etiquette. You know, I attacked a guy once who had the big-ass tower great shield on, and I proceeded to murder him with the Moonlight Great Sword because it just went right through shields, and he was very confused. He sent me a message just asking, like, hey, what was that weapon you were using? I was like, oh, it's this, and here's how you get it. Messages sent back and forth. Good etiquette. Fast forward to Dark Souls on 360, where I invade people, and even before I've killed them, I am receiving voice messages full of racism and profanity and all sorts of bullshit. I haven't even found them yet to kill them. They did this within 5 minutes of me just invading their world. We haven't even seen each other yet. And if I did kill people, it was frequently followed by similar messages. The messages in Demon Souls that were actually used to help people, and very, very frequently at that, to actually help people, in Dark Souls instead became memes and trolling. Like, I cannot tell you how downhill the community went by comparison, going from Demon Souls to Dark Souls 1. Wow. Serious, the quality drop was unbelievable. Now, incidentally, that particular case with the very, very profane voicemail, there were two people in that game. The one who sent me the message was actually the summoned phantom and not the host. And after receiving the message, I decided I'm going to kill the ever-living shit out of this person. And ran around for a while, and I couldn't find them, and eventually I actually got a separate text message from the host, who very politely asked, hey, I'm sorry about this, but would you mind actually leaving the game? So I did. Really wanted to kill the other guy, but I gotta tell you, actually getting a polite message from the host of the game who was like, "Hi, could you please not?" Cool, okay, I'll take that. I mean, just goes to show. Ask nicely. The other dude just made me really want to kill him. Alright, Barden. Let's give you an absolutely terrible Irish voice. I haven't done this in a while. Let me think. Oh god, I'm gonna devolve into like Johnny Shirish. I haven't done Irish in so long. Nidiot, help me. What's my Irish sound like? Was it Dark Souls 1 or 2 that had bell gargoyles? Yes. The gargoyles were in both. Dark Souls 2 rehashed a lot of Dark Souls 1 fights and not as well. But the original gargoyles on the roof were a Dark Souls 1 thing. And then they added them as well in 2, but the fight in 1 was a good one. Hey Lortirian, how's it going? All right then, well, hello there, what are you up to? Here we go, we'll go with that. I'd love to speak with you if possible. I hope you'll make some time for me. This is going to be terrible, I blame you entirely, idiot. Even though you didn't request it. I know you would have. Oh, thank you, I owe you. Just need your opinion on something. Does this make me arse look fat?
And let me say it again. The town is safe now, thanks to you. Couldn't be more grateful to you.
Barden! I heard you fixed up the hole in my shop's wall while I was gone. I could kiss you.
Why, 'twere no trouble at all. Your bonny wife had need of help, and we all have need of your shop.
Why did that sound vaguely adulterous, Barden?
Well, that may be, but I never knew a captain to be so generous.
You fixed my shop while you were gone. Yes. Your wife needed help while you were away. Barden? Barden, what are you doing? Yes, as Eric said over on the YouTube side, like and lurk. I do appreciate everyone double lurking the YouTube side as well. We are actually very close to the first of the tiers for getting repartnered. I don't think it's the one that'll get its emotes though, but we've been making good progress. Weirdly, last Friday's virtual couch got a ton of non-subscribed viewer hours over the weekend. Like 120. Which helped a lot.
My only wish is to render assistance in any way I can. Whatever wee matters I can take care of, I will. Even if they might not turn out as well as yours did.
Ah, but the Demon Souls 1 is not a gargoyle though, is it, Reaper? Because that son of a bitch was basically just a sort of chimera. But it's the same
What
theme,
the
isn't it?
hell? You bumped into me?
Surprise, there's two. Watching both at once gives an echo. Echo? What do you mean, Amy? Amy?
Well, who could avoid those massive ears, you damn russant?
Looks like I need to go keep a brawl at bay.
No, Barton. Beat their heads in.
Hey, listen, both of you. Enough already. Sorry about that. Right tragedy for the town hero to see something so disgraceful.
Gotta go to work, but thank you for the stream. Great, amazing, chill, awesome, cool, beautiful game stream time. Arigatou gozaimasu, Sama-san. Ja, matane. Have a good day at work. Yeah, is everything alright, Barton?
I'm not bothered, but are you?
My skin ain't that thin yet. It's just... that kind of manky scene has been more common lately. Neighbours coming to blows. Good lads fighting. Whole town is right anxious. And that's what I wanted to discuss with you.
Bellboy stuff, BB Guy, that would have been 2. There is a bell tower section that is very invadable. Yeah. That was 2. That was not a thing in 1. There were no no, that's not true. I was going to say there were no really specific invasion covenants, but that's not true, because there were the oh god, what do they call them? The Darkstalkers. And then there were the Blades of the Dark Moon that were kind of your counter to them. I had fun as a Dark Moon Blade for a while. I think my best fight was up in the basin in the forest. Me and a guy trying to kill each other. Neither of us can really land a hit, and then he manages to land a big backstab on me. My whole health bar disappears, and I think, oh shit, I'm dead. Kicks me off the blade, starts to walk away. I get back up. He's like, oh shit, still fighting. So, I don't heal. Keep evading. Get behind him. Backstab. His whole health bar's gone. I'm like, alright, got him. He's dead. He gets back up. We both stop for a moment because neither of us has like any visible health and both of us look like we should be dead. There's this brief pause. And then we both swing, hit each other in the face, and both die. There were messages exchanged after that. They were mostly just laughing. And to this day, it remains one of my favorite PvP fights I ever had in the game. Because nobody won, but nobody lost. And everyone laughed.
I'm curious about you and your pals. You're all of different tribes, eh? Even got Heis made to join up with you. How exactly did you get so many different people to come together as one?
Ooh, shared vision or a common enemy? We have a shared vision of killing a common enemy.
We have a shared vision, one which will benefit everyone.
That answer's befitting of you. So that's what brought you all together. And you're the idealistic leader. So it is. What we need here is a leader everyone acknowledges. We need a new system where the people themselves govern the town.
Oh shit, by deposing the local nobility, have we accidentally begun the flames of democracy in this little town?
I think that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm much assured by your words.
And now we know Barden will get elected.
Thanks for being so accommodating. If you can manage it, would you help me out again sometime? With your consult, I know this town will keep getting better.
An autonomous collective. We're making the world a better place, one deposed monarch at a time. Actually, you can do this, Barden, but when I become king, and there is actually a king on the throne again, I'm going to have to come back here and crush you all for defying the monarchy. I'm only telling you this as your friend, but remember, I will come back.
I'd be happy to help.
Oh, that would be a great help. Thank you. With your support, I'll be sure to make this town a nicer place to live.
And how are you tonight, Urgle? Oh, he's going for the power two-handed shake. I can feel Barden's profound love for the town as well as his faith in me and his adulterous attitude towards that man's wife from earlier.
The Honorable Guardsman, Barden. Within him dwells the virtue of the Commander.
There we go, as suspected.
Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Have I been? I think the Hulk and Blank sums me up best lately.
I shall
All
protect
right.
the town you all saved.
Now we can study the Commander. Commander apparently lives in the leg. It looks interesting. We do have a good weapon for him already set aside.
I'd be glad if you came back soon. I'll try to have good news for you by then.
Is he a good commander, though? Well, I mean, one could argue yes, because he was good support for us during all this stuff going on here, but on the other hand, he did hire Morris. I parted ways with Barden and returned to the group. And Morris was, you know, Garbaggio. Back to the Martira Tavern. I hear a voice. Heisme time. Heisme comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk to him, Heisme.
What do you think?
Of course, the landslide just had to do its thing. Ugh. Why don't we look for something to do until things are back to normal? Yes, send me to see Heis. Of course he's... Oh no, this is great. Normally I can't really progress anybody's stuff at night, but of course he's nocturnal. That's perfect. Heis, we should talk. And I'm sure I mean this non-threateningly. Stop licking the science ring song.
Ah, it's you.
Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I want to be sure what to do with myself. I've been thinking how to resume training drills from my Shadow Guard days. The battles ahead will demand no less of me. My apologies, but if you've business with me, might we discuss it another time? Teach me, Bat-senpai. Oh. We're gonna have to... Do we have... I think we have everything at 2. I'm afraid this training is tailored to Yuji's stature. It is not a thing for you to learn. Well, it'll help me understand you. With my overflowing eloquence, I was able to convince Heis of the significance of observing his training. Please me watch you now. Well, if you're going to put it that way. You see, I suppose knowing fighting style of allies would help broaden possible strategies. Yes, that sounds reasonable. Mark my technique closely then, and you will learn the ways of the Shadow Guard. And proper training does take time, a significant amount of it. If you mean to take long, I hope you're ready to be here for a while. Well said. A bit cramped right here though, isn't it? Let's go to the woods nearby instead. Come on. God damn it. Well, I'm glad you're all getting used to the Hunt Blank. Let us start with a little test. See if you can keep up with my movements. And that's when the bat vanished. If your reactions are fast enough to match me, you win. Now, let us begin.
Huh?
And I'm thinking he's just gonna be like, I already left and came back, and you missed it. You're too slow. Considering Gallica's advice during eloquence training, I think we just yelled in Heisman's ears to get him to accept. Oh my god. Yeah, well that wasn't her advice. That was the book we were reading. Yeah, the book we were reading would have been like, well, he doesn't want to agree with you, so perhaps you should cow him into submission by sonic damage. Assault those giant ears until he agrees. We read bad books, apparently. You're wide open. Nothing personal, kid. Right here, it'd be a simple thing to slit your throat. You are careless. Oh, you are so cool. It is so cool, Heisman.
What?
Enough of it now. I do not mind compliment, but you're laying it on a bit thick.
All right.
I'll do it as many times as you like. Do not rely on sight. You must sense through your very skin. What would regular Jack Frost taste like? A snow cone.
May I speak?
Your enemies are not going to wait for you. Your body must move on instinct to buy time for your mind. Alright, how can I do that?
Well...
Oh, indeed. Finding these answers is also part of the training. There is no clear answer, no correct way of improving, but at the very least, you can decide what you aspire to. Don't lick the llama. Oh my god, what is wrong with you people? The poor YouTube side's like, what the fuck is he talking about? But oh my god. The Twitch side, y'all just shoveling things into the Hulk and Blank's mouth. I want to keep going.
Then...
That seems enough for one day. Shall we share a drink then? Let us retire to my castle back on the runner. I like Heisman.
Oh.
I found some fine spirits for myself, but even ambrosia would be tasteless when drunk alone. Would you like a cup of tea instead? Oh my god, that animation is so cute. He has like a little sake cup. Oh my god, Heisman, how are you both so cool and so cute at the same time? Don't lick the Black Mage. You don't know where it's been. Yes, a bracing drink, but nowhere near as good as these spirits back home. Ah, you miss your hometown?
Hold
Hang on, my phone is nearby. Vanished.
No.
Not particularly. Talking with you just reminded me of my son. has been a long time since I abandoned my home. My son died without ever seeing that village. He looked up to knights, you know. He had a stout heart in that little frame. Might have grown up to be a fine knight himself, had he lived. Another wish unfulfilled, I suppose. I will never forget the day I cremated my son's body and mourned his death. Oh, so cremation, I wonder if that's common for them.
Huh?
What do you mean by cremated?
Hmm?
Alright, everyone else buries their bodies as they are without giving them to the flame.
The truth is,
It is the way of the Ujif boy. We burn the bodies of the dead, leaving only bones. The soul is freed through fire. Once released from their body, they go to their place in the beyond. Oh good, so as a mage I'm just freeing lots of souls. I'm doing a good thing. So congrats the fact that yes, he's probably the oldest character on board after Nearus. Yeah, probably.
oh,
Then those who remain must lay the bones to rest, somewhere suitable for the deceased. However, I have yet to find a place fit for my son to take his final rest. I cannot imagine he would be happy for his bones to be eternally moving and disturbed.
I apologize.
Apologies. I should not be talking to you about this. Well, I'd like to help, because yeah, that sounds pretty horrible. I'd like to help lay your son to rest.
No.
We have an important mission to accomplish. No room for detours of any inconvenience, boy. I cannot put that burden on you. Hey, it's a favor for a friend. We have insisted he's my friend.
Let's do it.
Still, we can do it. It isn't just a random detour. It's a favor for a dear friend.
Thank you.
I thank you for your kindness, truly. I will do my best to return this favor through my efforts as your comrade. Thank you again. A toast then to cement our vow. You with a cup of delicious tea. Me? I got the storm stuff.
Cheers.
Yes, a toast, but not to mark my regrets. To commemorate our coming together, and to the beginning of morning. Also, it is morning. We have been sitting here drinking all night. I can sense Heismay's heartache for his departed son and his trust as a friend and ally. This should make...
My boy.
Yep.
How you
Reduces the
working?
mad cost of studying the thief lineage, and... Oh! Display the location of strong enemies on dungeon maps. Preternatural hearing. Cool. Alright.
My thanks.
We can save this for any time when you're free, lad. I'm grateful you'll help me, though, and I dare say, tonight I will rest well. Hey, Luna. Yes, I added a new emote. It's horrible.
Time
Enjoy.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I think tomorrow we're supposed to leave the city. We're giving time for Joanna to wrap stuff up before we basically hand her head over on a silver platter. Metaphorically, not physically, because that way she can confess to her crimes. The road that was blocked by the landslide should be cleared by tomorrow, apparently. We set off for Brawlhaven as soon as it reopens.
True.
We have acquired the head we sought. Not if we are to truly get in Louis's good graces. We should endeavor to stand out further from the other candidates. Yeah, even after all this, we're still just a bunch of nobodies. Maybe we can improve our reputation by helping some of the people around town.
True.
A wise suggestion. Some upright behavior and altruistic deeds are just what we need to gain more recognition. So cool, but so
Right.
cute. Heismay is such a weird juxtaposition of like, his animations are adorable, and I wholeheartedly expect him to just like break me in half in a fight. We depart tomorrow. I don't know if anyone's going to want to deal with us specifically right now. We do at the very least, though, need to take a look
What do you think?
at our, gotta take a look at this
now?
archetype we just picked up, right? Alright, say hello to the commander. Well. Now we know Ernesto de la Cruz's greatest fear. Enhanced cooperation makes enemies more likely to be stunned by support attacks in overworld combat. Cool. Comes with Maraka Kaja. Oh, that's fantastic. We've only seen Maraka Kaja as a synthesis skill for 2 people so far. Full party defense buff on a single person is value. Haha, Rebellion. Crit rate up, okay. Medium physical fire damage that may inflict burn. Move all allies to the front rank and increase their attack by 2 ranks for 3 turns. Interesting. Okay. There's some interesting potential there. Don't understand the reference? Coco. Anyone who's seen Coco knows that bells are dangerous things. Medium fire magic, or a medium magic fire damage to all. Well, okay, yeah, strength and magic are basically the same. Though he's not getting bonuses to the strength. Heartbreak stratagem. Negate one enemy's... Breaks both repels, Tetrakarn and Makarakarn. Well, that's nice. It does look like the brawler, doesn't it? The hands, though, it's got the very Onmyo kind of thing going on. Okay. I dig. What do we got for synthesis? Bluster Blast maneuver, extreme magic fire damage to all enemies, and decrease hit and evasion. Oh. Oh, wow. No, this dude is finding a place in my team for sure. Assault Beacon. Holy fuck. It's Heat Riser for the whole party. And Megiddo. Medium magic almighty damage to all enemies. Okay, no, this is happening. Oh, okay, this changes, yeah, I'm gonna need to rethink party alignment entirely. Though, I gotta say, the party we've been running has actually been stunningly good. Like, we took out the baby when we weren't supposed to. And we managed to skip all the extra mechanics in the actual boss fight by virtue of just destroying the core. This has worked incredibly well. I think, right now, the questionable point in the lineup is actually Heismei's Thief. But it is nearly done. So I think as soon as his Thief is wrapped, I'll have him move on to Commander. Alternatively, honestly, I think Waffles would be really good for it. But I want to say we're not actually running any synthesis. Yeah, as Merchant, we're not running any synthesis. So it's an open spot for me to swap to, but Merchant's also very nearly done. I might have to stay on that for just a bit then. We do want to ultimately move over to the Faker. But we did have Stroll running Faker for the previous boss fight because we kind of needed the Merchant. It's just the way things worked out. Hulkenberg won't talk to you for rank 3. Well, I guess she's just giving you the Hulk and blank, isn't she? You deserve it, Otter. I do love a good buff and debuff class, so Commander is an easy in for me. Alright, so I think my goal actually is I'm going to aim to finish up Merchant so that we can move on to Faker proper. Stroll was on Faker temporarily. He doesn't need to stay there. I was working on having him finish healer, so I'm actually going to trade him back because we're not doing crazy boss fight bullshit right now. We've got a little bit of breathing room. And once Heismei completes his Thief to 20... I will go ahead and have him switch over to Commando. Buy that for him right now.
This, all right?
Just so we can get a nice, good look at it.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to lead soldiers proudly into battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the commander. So this is the power of the commander's soul. Then I am to support my allies by directing them. Allow me the honor of guiding us to a world where we might all live in peace. Yeah, well, pieces.
Steady
Either
effort
way,
is
I
key.
killed them all. There we go. And we did buy that nice weapon for it, so we'll let that pass over when the time comes. But for now, we'll finish up that thief. We're not too far off. I'll sick Reaper's nonsense on us all. Oh God, I don't know. Can you direct Reaper? Is that a possibility? I don't think anyone can direct Reaper. Well, that's not true. A Reaper cannot be directed, but it can be baited by an appropriate amount of alcohol. We have not properly silenced the bizarre turn bonus stuff on Faker because the only time we would have used it, we were on Faker for like boss fights.
But
you heard Booze? What's up? Oh well, Otter was implying that you did not have the balls to feed him to Cherthulu at random. I'm pretty sure that was the gist of it.
But why?
I take it back. One can direct a Reaper, but there was the bait of Booze involved, so...
Why?
I guess we're both right, Otter. Otter, where'd you go? Sorry. Let's see. Alright, so Stroll is available... Actually, who is available for supporters? I have an outstanding bounty, which we haven't done. But on the other hand... Hulkenberg's ready to go up to rank 4, and Stroll is ready to go to rank 2. Apparently he's quite low. I should probably work on... Yeah, no, Maria's ready to go to rank 5. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone wants my attention. What do we do? Hey, Chosen Samurai, how's it going? Game's going well. We're midway through July right now. We've got 1 day left before we have to move on with the story, so I'm trying to figure out if we're going to spend the day hanging out with people or go attempt to clean up the last outstanding bounty I have. That nuked your chat box? Damn, Reaper hitting hard. Alright, the bounty we had was just for the man-eater in the mine. It doesn't have a deadline, so there's no specific reason we necessarily have to do this, but I don't know how difficult it'll be to get here if we don't do it now, as opposed to other cities where we can teleport around later. So, kind of torn, but any opportunity to boost ranks with people is big. I'm waiting for cash, actually. Oh my god, I keep trying to menu with other games controls now. 135k on cash, not bad. I think we kind of dealt with everyone's equipment a little while ago. Oh man, Stroll is the furthest behind. It makes the most logical sense. But on the other hand...
What now?
Maria. Alright, Stroll, what do you give me? Okay, Stroll gets more crit versus human-type monsters. That's cool. Cheaper studying for warrior. That's cool. Hulkenberg's next rank. She'll go up to 4, which is... Oh, that's knight inheritance slots. That's big. Maria goes up to 5, and that would give us... That just gets us cheaper healer studying, which is not bad. I mean, it's not the value of, like, speed cooking or anything. Her next rank, though, is 3 slots of inheritance for healer, which is pretty fantastic. Wait, no, it's not. I hate actually being on healer, because healer is weak to, like, everything in the game. I think Stroll is the one to do, though. He is the furthest behind of the available people. And I should try and keep my party members rolling on some relatively even ground. Actually, let me raise a legitimate question. If we travel on from here, is it going to cost me additional days to travel to the grotto in future? Well, no, I guess I could just teleport back here and then travel from here, so the day difference will still be the same in the end. So there's no concern there. All right, we stroll then.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Yeah, we have a term for that in the industry. It's called hurry up and wait, and it drives everyone crazy. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. Thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it.
Aye.
If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me? Alright, we bond with Stroll. This will get him up to 2.
All right.
In that case, would you mind teleporting us to San Lomeo Street in Grand Trad? Well, I guess his stuff was at least locked until we could teleport. Apparently there are these drifters who show up there on occasion, and I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been searching for. Grand Trad is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but...
But that's...
Ooh, a frail voice? You sound like an old man.
Oh, young Master Leon. It couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice. Get him out of here.
Rangi.
Rangi, is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon. My goodness. Look how you've grown.
Oh, friend of yours?
Hold on.
Truth is,
He served House Haliatus when our town still stood, or when a house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangi, this is Waffles. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with. Waffles.
however,
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others? Are there any others?
that's...
After the human attacked, survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away.
No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is a name alone. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents helped us evacuate to the capital.
You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason then that I have to help somehow. How many people can we... I don't know. The runner's not safe. That's totally not safe, right? How big is the runner? We shouldn't be taking in strays. It seems like a terrible idea. Let's offer.
Well then.
Shall we take them with us?
Huh?
On our journey? Surely not. I would put them directly in harm's way. Who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now?
Niskia Marcus, Lord Hydron.
I see.
A Marquis, you say? Well, sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Not big. Have you seen the beds on that thing? Look, cram in. It'll be like a cruise. You'll all fit one way or another. Now, get down there and work the engines. Gainful living.
Young master, please. Our woes should not be yours to shoulder.
I already bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
I'll definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. So let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse.
All the more reason I should speak with him myself if that's how he sees you. Well, as much as I want to say let's go set him straight, I think the whole thing here is not to ruffle feathers, so we'll go talk to him. With a knife.
Stroll.
Let's have a word with him.
Huh?
What, you're coming too? I mean, I am kind of well known now-ish. The mission ahead of us is critically important. I'd rather you not have to add my personal problems to that. Sorry, buddy. It's what friends do.
It'll be fine.
We're friends, though, aren't we?
You.
Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I can feel Stroll's deep trust in me. Ah yeah, foes shall link up.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
Crit rate up versus human types. That is potentially a lot of payout, all things considered, because I often have him on physical classes. Notwithstanding the fact that he's stuck on healer at the moment, ignoring that.
Yeah, my thanks as well, Sir Waffles. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
So, Chosen, if you're still lurking, how are things over there? Do you guys have anything coming up for the holidays? I think with Metaphor on the horizon, I've been slightly blinded to what's coming out.
Yeah, my thanks as well, Sir Waffles. I have no doubt the young master's in capable hands.
Huh.
Ladies, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. See you guys in a month when I do this again! Subject of the runner, have seen the personalized living space in the runner? I don't think so. I'm pretty much only ever on there long enough to read a book. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to hang with us at
what
night.
do you think?
Oh, is there someone who wants to hang? Ah, hello. It would appear that we are needed for dog sitting. I can definitely do that. Let's go talk to Shady Lady.
Now what am I to do?
Ah, just you.
Oh, so it's you. You seem unscathed.
Sorry.
Sir, if you're looking for work, there's nothing here for you. So, just go home. Well, that doesn't sound good. I wonder if something happened to the dog after all. Come inside.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I no longer have any work for you. Totally misread Stroll's critical up ability when I played. Remember humans? Yes! Humans are the big nasty ones. Yeah, which is good because that's where I'm going to need the most turns anyways. The dog is no longer here. Did it run away? That would have been preferable to the truth. But no, she was taken. I'm sorry. I know you kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in disguised as a vendor and taking her away. They left behind a letter that read, "Those who spread magic igniters shall face the wrath of God." It's not hard to imagine what happened to her. I'll find the culprit before long, and I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization. Hey, Ben.
Those people.
Anti-Igniter extremists. Bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. The pup was innocent in all this. I shouldn't have kept her. The moment I start caring about anything, I lose it. I knew that. I tried to keep my feelings out of it. But why did this have to happen? Brigida Wick, right? You should have left her dog alone. Brigida seems to be fighting through the pain. For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead. Tears or not, I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigida's feeling. Words would be of little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she would be relieved of such despair.
What?
A book. I told Brigida about the fantasy world depicted in my book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope. Well, people will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. How quaint.
But...
The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world.
this world.
The only equality is that we all inevitably die. Speak for yourself. I intend to be immortal. The path to that point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell. Ah, man. Trying to decide, do I want to disagree or agree? I can't tell how far we are into old social links where it's just always tell them what they want to hear, you know? Yeah, want to go burn your betters to the ground with us? I mean, let's face it. I'm pretty sure at this point most of our monarchical platform has been, when I'm king, I'm going to burn the kingdom to the ground, starting with the rich. But hey, I seem to be gaining popularity, so as far as I can tell, it's a good platform. I'm gonna say I don't think so at the risk of angering her. That's not true. You're an Elda. You live in a world that hates you. How can you still make yourself believe in light even through all that? I can't see that light myself, but I know you can. And I really do want to believe in you and your vision. I can sense Brigida's profound sadness in her grasping to trust. Now, according to the Book on Eloquence, this is when I exploit her.
I couldn't ask him to stay.
Ooh, merchant inheritance up to 3, and a wider variety of magic items sold to the Magic Association. More inheritance. Excellent.
In any case.
Because I'm the MC, right? I was about to respond, yes, but imagine if I could just be evil, and then I was like, oh, wait, no, that's right. I used to work at BioWare. That was kind of our thing. What if you could change the story more? But not a lot of places are willing to put in that much extra writing. It ain't cheap. Here's your pay. I've included what I set aside for your future shifts, too. I do want the money. But so far it's been good for me to not take the money when offered from things. So, no, I won't take it. Frankly, she interests me, so I'll be back regardless. I don't need the money. I won't take it. Especially VA writing, that shit is hella expensive. Oh god, yes. Yep, the more you have voiced, the more you've got to get the voices done in advance, and the sooner things are done in advance, the harder it is to do rewrites, because eventually you reach a point where it's like, well, we can't really afford to have them come in just for a few lines. You can't buy just a few lines off people. You're paying them for, typically you're paying for a whole hour, which is also why you'll have people doubling up on background voices and things like that, because anything to fill the gap and make the full hour, or however many hours you paid for, worth it.
No.
It's yours. Your work is over after all. Your client is no longer here. You don't need to come here anymore. I left the room without another word. Oh, come on. Missed opportunity to just give a perfect Terminator, I'll be back.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright, on to actual stories. We can start heading towards the next place.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance.
This dude is still like the unsung hero of the game so far. I like him. He's got style.
So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing.
Battling for King. Someone even suggested that when he was first announcing all this. He was like, yeah, no. You don't want me on the throne.
Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
Bought and sold out of the race. What?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
That said, though, if you think about it, it won't actually help you. Like, yes, you could argue that money is power in a case like this, right? But if this is all about, if you'll excuse the term, hearts and minds, then the reality is, if buying out makes you look bad to people, then you've already lost. You may not have to do the stuff, but you can't just buy your way into power because people aren't going to have faith in you. And at the end of all this, well, great king face in the sky knows this.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition.
This is how you can tell it's a fantasy setting? Yes, because the money actually doesn't help you.
A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now.
You can buy people to stop campaigning? You could. You can technically pay people not to campaign. But you gotta wonder, it's still entirely possible to take that money and win the campaign anyways.
With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans.
Honestly, it's probably the smarter play. I mean, I know this is like the state-sponsored competition for it, but it's the state-sponsored competition, not giant king face in the sky sponsored competition, so it's kind of ultimately irrelevant. But it is a good chance to platform yourself to the eyes of many.
And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have His Eminence Forden grinding his teeth, that. For now, let's enjoy the show!
Oh yeah, Batlin is fun. I like his scenes.
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Man, I can't get over Neris's, like, Scooby-Doo Freddy-looking outfit. With the captain's jacket over top of it and his wings, like, folded for waist.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heis, mate. Why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Oh dear, Heisman, were you waiting for Stroll?
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
I regret what I said. I'm sorry. Never mind. Forget that. That got real creepy.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have cut men down for less.
Oh, okay. Stroll. Find you a sleeping bag, and we can just hang out here and sleep under the table.
With friends like these.
Yes, Hulkenberg will
Now
defend
then.
that territory. Next is Port Haven, the capital of the Principality of Oceania. Yeah, if we punch us out there in there, we'll make it in, I'd say 3 nights, 4 days or so. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, I see Catherine. Miss Katharina. Wow, so that's Port Haven. I can't think of anyone else who has a runner that pink in our path. Oh, goody. Does that mean... Wow, it's just stormy weather every step of the way here.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Major candidate's gauntlet runner seems to be. That's gotta be her.
This place.
Oh, hey!
What sort of place is Port Brawlhaven? It is a large city of prosperous commerce and due in no small part to the oceanside proximity. I envision droves of people will pour in for the exhibition. Yours is perfect for Gumshoe. Weirdly enough, it actually does work for him. I really wasn't sure it would at first. All the people delayed by the landslide might still be showing up. Keep an eye on the road, okay, Neuros? Trying to step on our voters.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho, then!
Hey, Sione. So far, all we did was hang out with people. So we've got advances in Heis Maze. We got unlocked Bardens. So now we've got our commander, which I like the look of a lot. And we spent some time with Brigitte and Stroll. Now we can get on with the story. Yeah, why never? What do you think you're talking to? Leave it to me. Next stop, Port Brawlhaven, capital of Oceania. No civilians stepped on. Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe a few that are going to vote for Luis. I can tell. Yeah, he's commander, and I dig it. It has Maraka
Leaving
Kaja
behind
as a single
the old
person
castle
skill.
town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brawlhaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown
It also has
to
synthesis
them.
group heat
What will
riser.
they accomplish? Acclaim? Or
Yes, it is a wretched hive of scum ability. And pirates!
Can you hear me?
Eurus' voice is echoing out of the runner phone. Yeah, you're heard the things to do up and over the lounge. I've fixed the plant culture chamber so we can grow seeds if you got them. Oh, well, thanks to Eurus, we can now use the plant culture chamber in the lounge. Use it to plant any seeds we have. Do I have seeds? I might. Thanks to the magic of the Igniter, your crops will be ready for harvest the very next day. So not like P3R where we wait.
What to pick?
3 days until we reach Brawlhaven. Time to find things to do. Do I actually... I did use up like all of my cooking stuff. I don't think I have the ingredients to... Well, I can make one red grass roasted vito. Unfortunately, we kind of... Oh, I can make one critical meatballs. Well, might as well make them.
Let's check.
I'm gonna just fast forward this because it's always the same dialogue, and the cooking doesn't cost us any time. Thank you, Maria, for teaching us how to cook with intense speed.
Let's not.
Okay, so that's the only one I can do for today, and I'll do the other one tomorrow. We still have a book we're in the middle of. Oh, next to the device, there are some seeds. Hero's fruit seed. I've heard these are really rare. Not adventurers have been taking them home for ages, trying to follow in the footsteps of heroes.
Hey!
We have some seeds, why not plant them? It will cost me time to plant them.
Later!
I feel like I've got other things I'd rather do with my time. So we were working... Oh, there's something new here. Bygone Days. Methodically precise handwriting leads me to believe this is Heis Maze. Appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Heis Maze left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. Okay, so tolerance from this book. Good to know. How are our kingly stats looking? Tolerance is actually our lowest stat. We gained some imagination. I think we're nearly done the book we were reading. Mecca, how's it going? Before getting one shot on a pit run, Nira says the looks of a One Piece character just needs a weird laugh. Oh. Wait, one shot on a pit run, like Diablo pit or some other kind of pit? Check the bunk bed since we're in the runner. Where even are my beds? Oh, what the?
Look at that.
It's supposed to be Stroll's bed, but it appears Heis Maze sleeping comfortably on it. You can rest in the the Gauntlet Runners' sleeping quarters. Time will pass, virtues will improve, so I'm just not going to do that. Small bed, doesn't look very comfortable. That's neat. Got little sleeping holes. Well, and one of them stuffed full of... Two of them are stuffed full of things. Wait. Then there are definitely insufficient sleeping holes available right now. I just got into Torment 3 Ring Song. I've done some Torment 3. I rolled back to 2 to do some Tormented boss farming. But I actually probably have everything I need for that. Bizarrely enough, the more I've put into the luck build in this, the better my luck has gotten in Diablo 4 drops. I'm just rolling in fucking mythics on current season. Like, the degree to which I am just randomly getting mythics in season has... So poor Laura, who runs the season with me, has not gotten a single one. I keep getting them from all sorts of places, but I think the killing blow that probably just about got me strangled was I was joking about trying to get some from the curiosity vendor. And she said, yeah, well, with anyone's luck, you would. The very next pull, mythic chess piece. Well. Okay, I feel bad now. We got some stat bumps available. Yeah, so suffice to say, I'm kind of rolling in mythics at the moment. It's been good for me. On top of that, I'm running Spearborn, and one of them is Nessicum, and Nessicum is just friggin' gross. If we hang with Hulkenberg, we can get more wisdom, and that one's kind of nearing 3, and I'd sort of like to push something up to the 3s. Imagination's also... Oh, the book we're reading is Imagination, actually. And if we finish it, we'll get an extra hit, so I think we're going to keep working on the book. Our New World Travel Diary. A fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called The New World. I'm almost done reading it. Alright, let's have a read. Pump up that imagination.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm. At last he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage.
Oh, yeah?
A giant cave with glass walls in the desert? That sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar. Well, whatever. What's it sound like to you? Sounds dangerous as fuck to me. Currently running Centipede with Kipel. Finally figured out where most of the damage came from. And saw 100 million damage proc today. Nice! I've been running Centipede as well. It's mostly wide area to the tune of about 10 million. The Kipel looked interesting. I've got a couple ancestrals of it that I stacked in my box just in case I changed paths. Centipede's fun. I think the core of my damage is all Touch of Death. Sounds dangerous.
Right.
Our feet would get shredded up in there. I mean, your feet would. It wouldn't be a problem for me since I can fly. But we wouldn't be able to go together. Gallica seems a little disappointed, but I feel like envisioning the scene together has improved my imagination.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Centipede Ultimate's fun.
Honorary pretty dude!
Bill, thank you for the 20 gift subs.
Gifted.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. How are you today? Always good to see you. What are you up to, man? Yes, the Swarm's been exploding, specifically Ring Song. Same. Since I can't put that on Nessicum, I have it on my amulet. And obviously key passive to detonate poison, so boom, 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 constantly. I know this new world is fictional, but I want to visit if it were a real place. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened. Alright, there we go. Extra hit. Not quite there. Darn. I was hoping we'd get up to... Hope we can get up there.
The party sets off from
Hey, Benjamin Ben.
As
You
they
could,
watch the
if you
setting
get hit
sun
by
sink
Typhoon.
under the horizon, their gauntlet runner arrives in a
Thank you,
land
Vince.
grown thick with
Burnt.
trees.
Yeah, I feel
the
ya.
wildlife retreats to
I'm too tired to
safety
use my camera today.
before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Prodigy's Tempo was a cool passive. I ended up going with the poison one because I basically just tapped people and detonated it all kind of instantaneously over a very wide area. Involuntarily fasting since 8 p.m. last night. Good God, get yourself some food. Have you heard? There's a bath cask on the back deck now. Yeah, I've heard enough whinging about not being able to bathe, so I whipped something up. It's not elegant, but it'll do the job. No doubt it would shake too much to use while traveling. But it should be lovely to enjoy a soak when we're stopped.
Speaking of,
I have heard that in certain regions, fruits and grasses are added into bathwater to relieve exhaustion and strengthen the body. Should you encounter such items, perhaps you ought to consider a purchase. Next to nearest, we can now use the bath cask on the back deck. Not only can you acquire mag by using it, but you can add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities.
The breeze feels nice.
Interesting. 3 more days on the road. I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Well, we won't actually know that until you let me go outside at night and pick fights with numerous things that I shouldn't pick fights with. But I want to. So let's see. Both of them are going to offer bumps to Eloquence at the moment.
All right then.
Who's hanging out where that has other things to... Actually, let's check the rear deck. And the new bath cask. Are there any salts? I heard from Neris. Apparently, we can either enter as is, or make it even better by putting something into the hot water first. If you put in something that smells good, I bet it'll feel nice. Yep, and I see we triggered a scam train with that, Bill. Thanks you for that. Much appreciated. Leisurely soak. I don't have anything to put in, and I don't think I'm going to do it just for mag. I mean, I like the idea, but stats are of a much higher importance to me at the moment.
Let's head there right away.
If you smoke the bath salts, would you get lots of imagination points? I've seen the future. Let's see. We could work on the new book, but... oh man, everyone just... Okay, I think the team's giving me a hint. Everyone wants to improve my... oh wait, no, imagination. To improve my imagination. Everyone wants to improve my imagination. Heis. Let's hang out with Heis. We've never had the opportunity to hang out with him on an evening.
Ah, it's you.
Hello there. I've got altogether too much time on my hands. Let's say we take a little rest and talk a moment. No trace of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. Smoking the bath salts makes you go faster. Oh, good God. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Heis, I can hone my imagination. We do want more imagination.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Martyria, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not far from Martyria. The air there agrees with my skin more than grain threads. It's nice and quiet there.
That's right.
Nice and quiet in Martyria. Yes, on this subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I read before that you received this mission from the hidden village where His Highness the Prince resides. It occurs to me that with the death of Von Karma and having an actual bat, why the hell didn't we give him the Von Karma? Seems like a missed opportunity. Alright, my apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than the Yejif. Well, not brave, you'd rather not discuss it. Because of reasons, Reaper? Fair enough. We could slide it into that? I don't know. At this point, I don't know. They're not alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past. Myself included. Meshermancer had the time? Well, he didn't, because he died before we ever met Heis. Supposedly. I guess that's the thing. Supposedly. I'm not convinced. They didn't give him a body, and if you don't give him a body, it's hard to believe. But if that is truly the case, then perhaps it is not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present, in the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from the novel you carry. Nobody would believe Bom Bom. Thank you for the bits, Bill. God damn it. Do you like the Russian hitman voice that works with them? Alright, let's keep it then. I felt my imagination grow as Heis and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
Now then.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! I'm a visionary, baby.
Imagination.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passion may be inflamed. That just sounds more like eloquence than anything, though. I'm glad we have such opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep you company in its stead. Heis, man, I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey, Ringsong, refresh my memory. What is the unique effect on Klepek?
That reminds me.
Yeah, we'll arrive in the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Guys, mate, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart. Though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of...
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You can just fly back to us now. My young friend, where did you hear your Chief are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. Okay, so at least he can do something with them. I was kind of wondering. Wait. Does this mean I can use Heisme to hang glide in? I'm gonna be such a good assassin. Can you repeat the question? Just start wailing the boss. Ask for a reminder on what Klepek's unique property is. Your quarterstaff. I'm trying to recall which one that is. Is that the one that makes all of your cores basics? In 2 days, we'll be in Port Bralhaven. You've really gotten used to all this traveling, don't you think? Hey, Newton, how's it going? So let's see. Courage again. And wisdom. Courage is probably the next closest one I've got to ranking up. Wisdom was the one that went up the fastest, though, and it's pretty close to Courage. So if I focus it, I can probably get Wisdom 3. And then Tolerance is what we were picking up from the book. I'm inclined to... Oh, I do have one thing of cooking to do. But I think I'm going to stay focused on the books. Where's my current... Oh, I used the red grass for... Okay, we got nothing to cook now. Never mind. I'm going to have to pick up some more materials for the coney roast. That was very useful when we did things we weren't supposed to. All course counts basic, steal bonus damage when you hit enough figure to cast them normally. Just spamming touch of death with that. Oh man, so... Okay, yeah. Nice. It's actually... We're running the same idea of a build, I think. I've got mine set so that it, it costs vigor and is considered a core, but I regenerate my core, or my vigor so fast that I can just spam it repeatedly. But every crit then also detonates its full damage instantly, so all the poison goes off at once, and it spawns the swarm, and the swarm explodes all at once, and just every punch is an explosion. It's been a fun season. I like Spiritborn. There's some goofy, weird shit you can do with it. Thinking about playing some... Oh, Dead Space. Dead Space is fun. I like Dead Space a lot. Dead Space 2 in particular really did it for me. Also been getting Yakuza on my Switch. I mean, you can never go wrong with the Yakuza game, right? So, let's... Alright, we're going to stick to books. I'm going to read Heisme's diary. Plus, I'm admittedly kind of curious about the contents. So, we will read Heis's book about his life with his son. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps, the first words his son spoke, the time his son nearly ripped his ears off climbing all over him. Ow. Of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, of his son refusing to stop crying at night, of being so exhausted he would fall asleep in places without realizing it. I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
All right.
Oh man, yeah, even 4-point hit, tolerance is like slow gain. Tolerance has been a really rough one to build up, which I kind of wonder if that's because there's more opportunities over the course of the game in general, but at the same time, thematically, it also feels like building tolerance would be the toughest thing in this world. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick it up from here next time.
Nura speaking.
Hey, this is Nurse. I got something on Ilgo's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop. Ooh, is it time for photographs?
The city ruins come to view. This place once flourished through the excavation of magma crystals by migrant workers. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brylehaven. However, the promise of strong magma drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches, followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Damn.
This is...
Oh, this is truly a harrowing sight. Look at all those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound a soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Something wrong, lad? Did Guntler run and get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant.
Everything okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know it destroyed this village. I have no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monsters' attacks or acts of war. Right. I don't know if the magma crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them. But my hometown will eventually... Stroll. I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you to recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives within.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, feel free to link that idiot. I got no qualms about links for Yakuza release that people can buy being thrown out. I feel like coming face to face with the cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way. That is a hell of a view.
All right.
Hey!
Yeah, my stomach since noticed that our next meal is overdue. Well, why don't we head back? So I guess Neros can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So...
Let's put this place behind us.
Did
he... Oh, he did, okay. Yeah, by the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless. And that'll be something we can give to Maria. I'll take the drawing with me to ensure I never forget what happened here.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
Alrighty, so we have the night. Blackwood Camp. The day after tomorrow, we'll be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. Alright, so what are my options? Heis still got more imagination for me? Yes, imagination. We already got that, so I should push something else up.
Alright then.
Who else is available at the moment? I guess I could keep working on tolerance for the... Yeah, I think tolerance for the book.
Let's go.
Keep working on that. We need all the hits to tolerance we can get. It's been a tough one to build up. Heis's account of life with his son. In the middle of reading it. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. This entry describes Heis and his son running through fields together on a beautiful sunny day. I can almost hear their carefree cries of laughter. At one point, Heis loses sight of his son, only to find he'd climbed a tall tree. Heis is mortified, until the boy nimbly jumps down just as his father would have. I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. More tolerance for us. Alright, actual progress on the stat. Nice. Still more left to read.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I feel weird reading his diary, basically, but he did leave it in the public library section, so I assume it's okay.
Quite.
Yeah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brilhaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean we've already ventured beyond where the cliff collapsed to Bargain Passage.
I see.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. Speaking of ruin, nurse, do you remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way? What are you implying, Hulkenberg? That he would do anything unsafe? Surely not. Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean.
That reminds me.
Nurse said the waters around Brilhaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. Alright, so who's available for what during the day? Alright, let's see some wisdom. Obviously we can keep reading our book.
Where to?
And some courage up top.
Go.
Ah, what the hell. I do love just the visual of like, yep, runner's doing its thing. Good God, this is such an utterly horrifying contraption. I love that when we stand still for a moment, Gallica just comes and sits on her shoulder. That would make me puke. I know, I'm with Stroll on this. That is brutal.
Hey.
Hey, Waffles, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. And you got the time, why not join me? It's as refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of,
Now then.
courage as we stroke our blades here. Wait, what? Alright, let's have a look at your blade then. Wait, what?
Whew.
Maintaining two-handed swords can be a bit of a pain sometimes. They're heavier, there's more to polish. Sometimes I forget how surprisingly easy it is to maintain one-handed swords. Love how it runs. It's just so ridiculous. I think it's great. And upkeep is one of the two important qualities to consider when choosing your weapon. What do you suppose the other one is? Durability. I mean, if it's a brittle weapon, doesn't matter how much you upkeep it, it's gonna come apart. Has to be its durability, right?
Well,
would contribute to its ease of handling, I suppose. Anything too delicate's likely an unsuitable fit as a long-term partner. Inspired by Stroll's martial teachings, my courage has somewhat increased. Once you find a weapon that's a perfect fit for you, care for it with all your heart and it will respond in kind. Perhaps I'll find something like that along this journey. Meeting new people and discovering new things in a new land. All of it leads me to who I will be. I've begun to understand that after my travels with you. Just had thought, if Metals Day maps to Kinyobi, we can map Idols Day to Getsuyobi. That would actually fit the JP week without weekends. True.
Just two best friends stroking their swords, eh?
But, I mean, I can't think of any way that Idol and Getsu go together, though. Is Stroll still using the Dragon Sword? No, he's actually not using a sword at all. He's on, we have him on healer right now because he's almost finished it, but I swear to God, I dislike that class so much. Everywhere we take it, it feels like it's weak to half the stuff we fight. Thank you for the bits, Bill. Yes, two best friends stroking their swords. That's just how it be.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Hey, the enemy's coming our way. Or so I thought. Looks like it's their Mrs. Gauntlet runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
So we gave her a certain kind of Russian before, but like, I don't know, I kind of think I want to put her like full Valley. Because she's just, her actual accent when you hear it is so lowbrow. Russian Valley, that is not a thing. Don't just stick voices together, that's not how voices work. Those tones do not work together at all. Russian blue, but she's pink. I want to differentiate her more from Heis. Funny thing, whenever you make clips on desktop, you can also post them to YouTube and TikTok at the same time. People really like you stroking your sword with your friend. Well, as long as they come watch the show, I don't care. Dawn is absolutely in use. That's Maria. Valley Pirate. Man, you know, I hate to say it, but actually for her... I can see Valley Pirate working for her. On. All right, let's update her to Valley. Let's update her to Valley Pirate.
Ah, BT dubs. All right, here we go then. Hey, you lot, a yarn, a gauntlet run over there. You're like totally not becoming king on my watch.
Hurry it up!
I've totes got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom.
Yeah, so the young miss says. Though I'm hoping you lot are willing to act.
Here we go. Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming aboard at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Galaga phrasing, girl. Well, here's hoping our classes are something remotely correct.
It's you! So we meet again! Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady! Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Forget the date. Oh, we've been on the run for a while here. I think it's the 19th or the 20th. I'm not sure which, though.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen.
I love her big pink gauntlet runner.
My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got?
Well, I can tell you weren't paying attention, idiot. We've already gotten Irish.
I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Looks like you've gotten stronger.
Alright,
So
who's
have
on what right now? He's still thieving? He's still thieving. Katharina the Bounty Queen. Might as well see if she's got anything to swipe.
Nothing personal. What a blunder.
Nothing. So
I will
much
fight
for
with
that.
pride.
Oh, we failed to steal, so she's got something.
I'll get some distance. I
I'm
won't
actually
hold
hanging
back.
out the front right now, which I don't
Hold on.
want to be. Here, let's give her money for her campaign.
Now, what's the play?
Stroll is also in the front, which
Withdrawing.
I really don't want.
Are you prepared? What a mess.
Looks
We
like
find
we can't
weaknesses
brute
on her.
force
Well,
through
I guess
this
we gotta
one.
fresh
Healer!
check everything. So be it.
The power of ice.
That's nothing.
Definitely not that.
Let's do this fair and square.
With blade in hand!
Let's just keep her attention
Strike
on.
me if you dare!
Keep her attention over here on Hulkenberg.
Going in for the kill.
What a shame.
You dodged it.
Ooh, okay, she's got that multi-hit going on. It's like, damn, she grew, and then you realize, no, it's just Heis.
Now accept your fate. I'll take this. Teamwork.
So
Coin
much
can
for
solve
that.
problems a blade cannot.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Did he get anything off that?
Merchant! We can do this!
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
Helpful
Fair
as
square
ever.
AK 4v1.
The power of life
Yeah,
itself is
that's
in my hands.
fair. Failed steal. All right, gonna keep doing it then. Also
Go
gonna
for it.
throw his turn,
Observe the enemy. Moving to the front.
and we are going to properly
Comrades, lend me your
hammer
strength.
O'Justice this time.
Let's do this!
I don't have my faker for all the
As the
debuffing, but
point of a sword!
That's nothing. Ploy exposed a new weakness.
This is nothing. Is that all?
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Face
that admittedly
me.
kind of left a
Nothing
mark.
personal. I'll be taking that.
There we go.
Hello
We got
there.
tech on from her.
Ready
All right,
to
we're good there.
lose?
Come forth, royal soul!
I'm funding your campaign, Katharina.
That's nothing.
I shall fight as the noble I am. All
Actually, gotta
yours.
pass his team because I need to
I
make sure
join
she
with
does
me.
this.
Let my power support you.
Pierce through them!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Last
spot.
chance to give up.
And then we'll
Power
go
of
ahead
kings.
and throw a kill to. Whoop, shit, that was playing other stuff. That was the wrong button.
Hulkenberg's
Sorry,
back.
Hulkenberg. You're gonna pay for that. I'm so sorry.
Hulkenberg's down.
That was entirely on me.
Back up.
It just went to P3R controls. Fucking attack instead. God damn it. It's not what I meant to do. Oh, and she paid for it. I'm so sorry.
Here.
My spirit is
Now, what's the play?
unbroken.
Okay, we'll just fix her up. She's fine. She's fine. It's good.
I call upon royal power within. A healing light.
It's
Trust
totally
me.
Friday today.
Observe the enemy.
All right, she still has the weak spot. I'm not going
Magic
to.
Knight!
I'm not going to waste it.
Is that all? This is nothing.
So that definitely hurts. One moment.
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Let us clean up this mess.
Yeah. All right, so we got what we wanted from her. I'm gonna actually just
Mustn't
throw his
settle
turn
for
in
the
that
easy
case.
way. A favor, if I may.
Coin, I won't hold back!
We will continue to fund her campaign.
Nice hit. That was
Oh,
perfect.
perfect.
Healer.
Now we
Are
can go
you
ahead
well?
and heal her.
Thank you. I stand ready. Comrades, lend me your
All right,
strength.
exploit that weakness.
I'll run you through.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Yeah,
You
what a
are
week.
good.
Oh, good work. It's only fire day. Unfortunately, I feel that.
Face me. Magla gather.
That's nothing.
Commendable bearing.
It's
Man,
okay.
the lifesteal is pretty
Let's go.
solid.
Healer.
You are good.
The power of light. I missed.
You gotta aim
Oh,
better
what?
than that.
Just totally missed that stroll. What
Why
the
are
hell?
you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Oh my god, girl, just shut up and join my team already.
I see your
That's
game.
finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heis.
Oh, you poor You poor bastard. I feel so bad for her. Phase 2. The real fight begins. Totally throws the fight.
Let us fight as
It's
one.
up to you now.
As the point of a sword.
No. Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Just join us, girl. Ooh, I made back all the money I threw at her. I guess it just took it back.
Satisfactory.
Oh, yes. Almost done merchant. Almost done thief. Good stuff.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Strength and luck for
I
Stroll.
continue to grow.
Magic and endurance for
I've
Hulkenberg.
acquired a new power.
Heavy rush for Hulkenberg. Hey, Raven Pyre, how's it going? Cubby, what's up?
I've lost.
Oh, damn it. I lost again. If I could just beat you, I would totally ask you to join me, but the power of yours is really something.
So, by that logic, I should ask you to join me, having just beaten you.
Why don't you rest easy, cause like I totes will win next time. Start preparing now. You caught that.
I don't know who the tired man is. I have no idea. Katharina, cheer up. Who's the tired man? Oh, it's
Yeah.
just a tired man.
Saw you runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Oh, you Dorcas. Who do you think I am exactly? Oh, pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? So sad. Oh, other options to Paribus like them have. Might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. You know, kill a few kids to move a cart, something. Here, Dorcas, wait. Take this and, like, see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Ah, good news, you lot. Katharina's made a generous donation.
Oh, so that's where all the money I threw went.
Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are totes trying, but
Got
this
a
kind of
good
work ain't the
dysentery,
answer.
Or it's not Torrigan Trail.
Please do not give all the Paribus dysentery. We do not need Oregon Trail here. Thank you for the bits, Phil. Leave the poor things be. Gotta put sunglasses on more emotes? Fuck yeah. Enjoy your Hulken blankets. Kind of disturbingly good with things I did not expect it to be good with. Honestly, you kind of got me wondering if I should just change the emote to have the finger in mouth by default.
If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm totally gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Oh, there we are. We believe you, Katharina. I earned the money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my rural campaign fund.
Oh, so it wasn't all the money I threw at you.
Well, it's a small price to pay for, like, helping out my people, but it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most. They'll be heading out to find work again in no time.
Thank you for the giant version of that, Bill.
I just can't fathom dying to earn a living.
I mean, you're a bounty hunter. Dying to earn a living is kind of job description.
And the fat cats are all too happy when Paribus, like, take them up on it.
I'll make it
It's
happen.
terrible. When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They, like, squeezed us dry, so I'm totes gonna squeeze them right back.
You know, when you put it that way, can I join your campaign instead? 'Cause I kinda like the idea of putting bounties on the rich, and the bounty can just be if you kill them, you can take their money. It's a self-funding proposition. Will that work? I mean, is money the answer? It kind of is. Then you become the new bounty. And that is absolutely the thing, right? Like it's the Robin Hood paradox. If you steal from the rich and give to the poor, at what point are you having to steal from the previously poor to give to other poor? There's got to be a point where like you've crossed the line. Will handing out money make this better?
I got no clue myself, but I totally had to try something.
But...
Like even now, tons of these people aren't going to survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to totally wait until tomorrow while I think of something. Thinking's not my strong suit. I'm more the punchy type. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and hit things and get on with life. Truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. Some of them are idiots who statted for, I don't know, things like luck. They need someone to provide it for them.
All the more reason I want you to join my team. Please, I'm a stupid luck build. I need punches. Please join me.
That's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in the bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is.
Kinkiri, how's it going?
So many say there's nothing to be done. But they only say that because the Parapets are right where they want them. Beneath everybody.
But are they lower than me? I'm an elder last time I checked. I'm not even on the totem pole. I am the ground upon which the totem pole sits.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the Parapets start doing well for themselves. I would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
Well, let's change things.
Sure.
Let's change things ourselves.
That's exactly what I plan on doing, Waffles. Waffles. And with anyone, totally able to take the throne, now is the time to do it, which means I can't just hand it to you either. BT dubs, still enemies.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Waffles. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. You'd totes be a cool guy if I wasn't going to have to put my fist up your ass. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still. I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. We should, totes go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace.
Sorry.
We'll beat this world into peace together.
Just join my team. You have entirely the right attitude, and I agree with your political takes on eating the rich, literally. I can feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me. The loyal hunter Katharina, keeper and inheritor of the brawler's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, beat the shit out of the rich. Katharina, rank
I'm not
3.
letting anyone die.
Oh, we can now study the pugilist. And also, bigger bounties. Well, I'm glad I waited on the bounty. Oh, look. The pugilist exists in the groin. I'm not sure what that implies. We can now oh, that looks cool. We can study the pugilist in academia. Yay, and bigger bounties. All right, I dig it. They're gonna punch Mara. Open-handed bitch slap, iron hand, one-shot KO.
Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure. So, don't go dying on me. I mean, until I hit you. Then you can go dying on me. Just don't go dying before then. Maybe show up to the fight injured, That would be good. Yeah. Okay, totes, see ya.
It's showing where to punch the rich. Oh, there we go. I'm done with that.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Moving from capitalism to cannibalism. I mean, they're just so close to one another. Butter Knife Hulk and Blank really makes me think of the one guy from Elusive Samurai. I don't think I know Elusive Samurai. Wait, you Blue-Eyed Samurai? Because now it makes me think of a dude from that. We'll be arriving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilhaven is. The power of both metaphorical and literal dick punches. Yes. Let's take a look at our new dick punching power. Pugilist. Excels in critical hits and focuses on maintaining a vicious, deadly offense. Alright, what do we got? Oh, that looks... Okay, that's cool. I like it. Alright, strong enemies are stunned more easily in overworld combat. Comes with Crushing Fist, which, I think is the same one we had... No, we had, like, True Fist, I think, for the other one. Medium strike damage, power proportional to remaining HP. Increase crit rate when knocking out an enemy and beginning squad battle. Ooh. Medium physical pierce and lower defense. This thing's full of passives. Increase critical hit rate when wielder is mortally wounded. Increase strike attack by 20%. Enemies cannot critically strike the wielder. Oh. Oh my god. I'm going to have to give that to everyone. On this difficulty, not giving enemies an extra chance. Because as we've seen, any extra hit they can pull pretty much just ends a fight. Preventing us from being critted not only means taking less damage, it means not giving up press turns. I mean, obviously weaknesses still will, but not having to worry about a random crit giving them extra turns, that is good shit. That is an incredibly potent defense in this difficulty. And we're nearly done our merchant. And we're nearly done our thief. And, I mean, healer's getting there. Am I going to make Stroll do cleric afterwards? You poor bastard. Godly Blessing do anyways. Oh, full revive. Right, but it takes 2 people. And so you got to hope that the person who died isn't the person you need to be reviving with the synthesis side of it. Your mage, healer, or commander. Does have some good stuff in there, though, that's nice for inheriting. Also, that is a huge hat. So we'll have to play a bit of it at some point. But I want to get a commander in the team. Alright, let's see. Options for imagination from Hulkenberg. Who else is around for what? Imagination in the Watchtower. It's pretty much all just imagination, but I'm going to go read my book. Alright, let's see what we got. Are we nearly done? Almost done reading. Okay, so that will finish this, which will give us the double hit. Perfect. We read Heisme's book. Same author as Ask Class? Funny timing. I'm 2 episodes away from finishing a rewatch of that right now. And his face is what inspired the Hulk and Blank. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He recalls the time his son came to him in tears, upset he couldn't sing a certain song well. They ended up singing other songs together through the night until falling asleep. The next morning, Heisme woke to his son, eyes still swollen from crying the night before, singing the song he'd been trying to learn, a birthday song for his father. I see. Being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy. After reading this, I mean, if we didn't already want to kill people for what happened to Heisme's son, after reading this, I'm amazed that Heisme is not far more bitter.
Alright.
Alright, 4 for that, 4 for finishing. Should be a good hit overall. It's just a very slow stat to build. With that, I've finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
Yeah, that is a hard stat to build, but that book was a huge help. So, we're just gonna have to burn everything to the ground.
On, and the
in honor
age of a new
son.
king draws nearer.
Ooh, are we arriving on Idol's Day? Hope I get to go shopping.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Just that look from us.
Are you still luck nothing?
It's been a while.
Hey, here for the bits, Bill. We're still mostly luck. I occasionally put a point in agility, but I think I've put like 2 points into agility and everything else into luck.
You've been before.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean.
And we also found a class that looks like it will actually benefit from luck, so that kind of got me to start putting back into luck solely. Just gotta finish up the class I'm on so I can switch over.
The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
Oh my god, put Heis on Brawler and just have him ball punch every... Oh boy. Yeah, he is roughly the appropriate height to be speed bagging Luis's balls.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Huh. So she decided she would rather actually work for a living, I guess.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I like Nereus. He's fun.
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her, so we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
Hulkenberg's essentially a more competent Konosuba Darkness. Bro, a sack of flour is a more competent Darkness.
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania.
To be fair, I put money on the sack of flour over pretty much anyone in that cast.
A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the Gauntlet Runner into the city.
Yeah, I love Heis'
alongside a
deep
warm,
voice.
salty
Nice
breeze.
juxtaposition to his small size. Also appreciate that by giving him a deep voice, they basically sidestep to the small animal companion, like, trope, you know?
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
Nomida. Yeah, right, Bill.
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Brilehaven.
So those are clearly the Blitzball arenas, right?
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
Hey, look, it's the bald dude we didn't really beat the crap out of, but kind of beat the crap out of.
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. but I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
Are we gonna get a Blitzball party member? I mean, there's enough racists around to have one. Oh, someone get Walker to the burn unit.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Soulless Light. Oh my god, he does have that look.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Yeah, I love that the runners are a way of like expressing the individuality of the owner, as opposed to it just being like, we've got a ship. It's like, no man, that thing, that bright pink ass thing, oh, that is so Katharina.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Sky Runner, though.
I'm surprised he actually showed up.
No, no, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics.
Oh, I hear you, Neurus. It's not really flying, it's just levitating. Come on, make something that actually flies.
Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make.
Neurus is the kind of guy I respect. He's the kind of guy who's looking for a scientific breakthrough that you can only get by mixing children and animals together.
You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
Show Tucker did nothing wrong. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Oh, but isn't the guy we bailed out of a losing fight?
If it isn't the walking headache.
I'll take that too.
Well, well, well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heis fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
If this game were a tiny bit darker, somebody would show up to this, and instead of just revealing a giant head, they would reveal the heads of a number of the competitors.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
Look, I just don't fear anyone in leopard print.
And that was?
I'm pretty sure that was an Aaron Hooker Heismay.
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
That was the Obitarian's son. No, she would have raised better than him.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Do you mean the ship or Joanna?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
He's in his rebellious phase. That's fair. Obasan's gonna show up and the Obitarian's gonna show up and just beat the crap out of him. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nurse, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
God, I love Heisme's animations. He looks so good.
Really?
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
Oh, I'm also going to save because I haven't saved since I sat down today. Yeah, okay, it's been 2 hours since the last save. Whoops. Do the waffles eat anything? Yes, if we find a nice inn, it's not going to be nice for me. Pretty much guarantee that. Well, let's see what we can find for stores and stuff. It is Idle's Day at least, so we might as well take a quick look around it. Ooh, hey.
It's adorable.
Can we talk?
I'm gonna buy the herb anyway because it's one of Heisme's Ujif people, and I'm going to give you money. And you give me herb, even though I paid double for it.
Hey!
Isn't it a little strange the shop only sells one item? Hey, Asian Riz, this is Metaphor ReFantazio. It's Atlas's most recent RPG release, and apparently their fastest selling release. It's kind of what you get if you stripped away all of the modern day Persona stuff and actually went, I don't want to say full old school fantasy because it definitely has its own identity beyond that. Let's say twisted old school fantasy. Because all the stuff based on Bosch's paintings is really bizarre. But it does have all their signature style and UIs and things like that. It seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. That's okay. We'll find it out later. For the moment, though, I just want to give a Ujif money.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to poke around in the back alleys, where surely nothing bad will happen.
Damn.
Well, nothing bad will happen to me. That dude's done already. Aha! Gold beetle. I'll take it.
Oh, damn.
Always go off the beaten path, right?
Oh, God.
So depressed today, can I sit here and enjoy your stream? Yeah, absolutely. We're a relatively goofy bunch. I'm a big fan of making sure that everything in RPGs is voiced, so if you can laugh at weird voices, you're definitely in the right place, and hopefully they'll cheer you up a bit.
Yeah?
Doesn't look like there's any other stores I can really hit, so I guess we'll just head to destination. Unless there's anything around here to... No, nothing. Okay.
Stop!
We'll just...
Follower.
Apparently.
Need the light?
Welcome to Radio Zero.
Anywhere you want to go? I'll take you to the far bank. I'll thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. Long day of science conferencing. Had to give 3 talks. Give 3 talks, though. Well, congrats on getting that done. I actually refuse to give talks anywhere, which is kind of a weird thing, I think, in my industry. Especially for someone who's been in the industry as long as I have. But, I don't know, man. I've just never liked the format, I guess, is kind of what it boils down to. I like sharing knowledge randomly through streams and stuff like that, as opposed to some big structured, well, yes, you came here to hear my important talk about the science of Excel and what it can offer you as a technical designer. Just, no. Ugh, gross. Merchant's Bazaar.
Good
It's Idle's
choice.
Day. There'll be sales. We're going. What do we have?
Well then, if you say you'll have...
But what is there to do
All right,
now?
then.
Well, there's a lot of stuff right by us.
Hey!
There we go. New place in an RPG. You've got to check the weapon store.
This is on sale, right?
Plus, I don't think we... Yeah, we handled all the appraisals. We probably have some older... Oh, wow. Okay, apparently I haven't sold our random trash for a while. Not since the last dungeon we did. So, now we're sitting on 192,000. That's cool. What do we got? Sailor Sword? Okay, we're starting to see some high values. 211, 205. Ooh. Okay, so their big money item here is a 255 attack. And a 250 spear. That starts the fight with Tarakaja. Oh man, when you put it that way. These are... Oh wow, no, that's even better. Restore MP upon defeating an enemy during a squad battle. All stats plus 2. 255 attack, and currently on sale. Man. You know... Oh, that is... That's healer only, but that is a boatload of power. That's tempting. Oh, you do particle physics, Dr. Jeebish. Nice. Interesting, but I spent all my spoons for it and just going to zone out through the rest of the week. Yeah, I'm sure you've earned it. Congrats on getting those done. Am I going to roll healer after this? Well, that's the tough part, because the answer is no to the healer, sort of. Everyone's probably going to have to do it a little bit. But the cleric past had some interesting bits and pieces as well. So, even beyond healer, I do still have to take care of that. So it's kind of tempting. Been down the big hole we dug for the Texas Super Collider? Oh, damn. I don't think I realized you were the same state as me. Isn't that what the seeds are for? Yeah, that is true. Alright, let's pass on it for the moment. Let's see what else we got, though. That's a solid increase for the Thief, but the Thief is nearly done. But other people have to do it as well, because I do want Steel MP. I'd like to pass it around. Cinquidias. Oh, Pearl Semaphore. Bourgeois Abacus. It's actually weaker than mine, so we're good for that. We got a very good Abacus a while ago. Of all things here, the Fishing Harpoon is a bit of a no-brainer, because she's on Magic Knight, she has plenty of ranks to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. That's a big boost for her, and she has also been the forefront of our damage for a while, ever since we got the Hammer of Justice rotation going. Let me double check Cleric's top level effect. What was Cleric's?
What now?
I think it's actually just the same as, I think it's the same as Healer. Oh, right, I gotta check it on Waffles. Yeah, recovery HP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat is the same as Healer. So no difference there. Healer's Insight is a tempting one because, depending on how, I mean, HP recovery over time is just solid. Godly Blessing is the more interesting one here to me. But it'll also depend. Magic heals are not actually affected by max stat at all. So having something that can actually just boost the power of it 50% means potentially you get away with not needing full party, like full heal spells. You can get away with the cheaper, like high heal full party spells. Need to get your hands on this game, Aduro? Well, conveniently enough, it does appear that I have a copy to give away at some point that I keep forgetting about. Sorry. I'll probably do it through Gleam the same way I've done giveaways in the past, because that way I can kind of keep it within the community. I know a lot of people use giveaways as a way to like get new eyes on their channel and stuff like that, but I'm of the mind that if I'm going to give something to the community, I kind of like to be giving it to the community and not super random person who showed up just long enough to happen to win a thing and is never going to come back again. So, on the bright side for all of you, it means that keeps the competition pool smaller. Oh yeah, we are super community focused here. Hey, you're welcome, Agent Riz. Always nice to meet new people. Let's see. Since this side had... Alright. Does have some decent stuff. It's probably not going to warrant buying the Super Club, though.
This is on.
Tempting as it is. I do think, though, I will take the Guillotine Blade, because I will be back to swinging that thing around. And I'd like to grab it while it's on sale. I've got other people who need to level it, too. But that might be it for the purchases I'm going to make, because that is a lot of money. Oh, man, it might be a bit before I'm back on this class. Oh, that's a tough call. Well, what can I say? I'm playing Merchant. I'll make the money back anyways. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and see what they've got at the armor store. Wish I could help, I don't know anything about the game, so I'm gonna watch, but I love the background music. Oh yeah. No, sit back, enjoy. It's, visually it's a fantastic game. The music's been really interesting. It has operatic Esperanto chanting in the combat.
We've a sale going on.
Alright, what do you have for me? Wow, okay, no, there's their cheap base armor here with endurance +4 is really good. But that's better. And prevents paralysis, and the healing hauberk. Ooh, a little bit of HP recovery every turn. Has a little bit of evasion built in. Well, I think I'm going to sink the rest of my money. That is an enormous increase in her defensive capabilities.
Indeed.
And she's tanking for us. The hauberk's usable by a lot of people, so I will maybe give it to Stroll since healers get their asses beat on the regular. Oh, his current one's got evasion against a weak point, though. Alright. Waffles gets it. I don't like taking evasion away from Heis, because he's already got... He's got good dodge, and I want to capitalize on it. So we'll call that it, and that's brought us down to 28,000 from 192,000. So I think our shopping is done. Kristen heard it cut to the chanting and lost it and laughed so hard. It's a little weird. Looks like Crystal is 31% off. Oh, nice. That was the Dark Souls, but with cats that we played while I was. I think I did that. I covered that one while I was in Japan, I think.
Got a bargain.
Ooh, I might need more water. Do I need more water? Oh yeah, I have no water. All right, let's just stock up a little bit on ingredients. That's MP restoration. I will take all 3 that you've got. We burned all of our MP restoration doing fights we were not supposed to be doing. We paid for that. Morricone meat. I will take a few of you. Marbled bluefin tuna. Sure. I'm just throwing all my money down the drain right now. It's fine. I'm a merchant. What do we care? We'll find somewhere to go and beat some things, and I will make a ton of money back, and it'll all be good.
Well then.
Oh, hang on. You're something different. Hang on. You've actually got stuff to say.
Greetings.
Welcome, my dear customer. Are you here to acquire a new accessory? I'm sure to find something that's absolutely perfect for you. Let me think. Since it's Idol's Day, how about this rider's anklet? Oh, does he sell different stuff on different days? Yeah, throw the link up, an idiot. That was a fun one. I mean, it was very early access at the time, but it had good bones. My dear customer, do you believe in dragons? This is fashioned in the image of a dragon's wing and imbued with speed that's truly divine. Sure, it's like half my remaining money, but whatever. Might be able to gain a decent amount of speed with it, if it lives up to its name anyway. I'll buy it. And what are we gonna do? It's a new village. We're gonna be poor afterwards. As expected, you have excellent judgment, and it looks fantastic on you. Every day of the week, I'll be waiting with a new item just perfect for you. Do come again. Okay, so it changes every single day. Nice.
What
Well,
now?
out of curiosity, how good is that? Oh, actually, I should give him the Prowler's Pipe while he's finishing up Thief so he can steal more effectively. She's regenerating. He's got the magic +6. Oh, wow. Okay, 9 agility. Never mind. I'm just gonna give that to Heis anyways. That is an incredible amount of additional agility. Where'd you go? That is gonna be a fast boy. 50 agility. And let's go ahead and check the... Well, it's the accessory store. I don't have the money to buy anything at this point, but might as well at least know what they've got. Expensive medicine. Oh, I used up most of my expensive medicine too. We'll buy a few. Life-saving medicine. I'll buy a couple. Super poor now. Fairy dust we've been finding. Great fairy dust. Good to know we can buy it here. Revival medicine. Fine. Anything else that jumps out? Not really. Tin torpor, actually, I'm gonna buy a few of. It's basically just the attack down Tarunda debuff in an item. But if we can't get it out from our faker in time, it's good to have someone else able to throw an item to just kind of fill it in. Place my missing revival, and I am officially out of money. Worth it. Totally worth it. Okay, we have absolutely no cash left, and that's fine. Oh, hello. Another gold beetle.
Yeah? Ain't this a pickle?
Young man! Young man!
Alright, I think we are done with the Merchant's Bazaar in that case.
Blast this heat!
Should probably go ahead and check the rock, get our creepy Magla.
Hang on.
So, it's been a few days. We should get a decent chunk. Yeah, I see Bald Guy, Luis, and Forden up there still. Kiddo's back in third. Yeah.
Well,
Our face will be up there eventually. But for now, yeah, 2550 Magla. It's been a few days.
Yep.
Did I just blow 190k in 5 minutes? Yes. Fortunately, I mean, I bought the most expensive stuff. I did buy it on sale. So each of the weapons we saved 13,000 on. Ah, Mag Broker. Well, actually, you know, there is that option. We do have the Mag Exchange. What's our current exchange rate? Accumulators, the exchange. The head is as useless as it works. Use them however you see fit. Ah, thanks to her merchant rate, the exchange rate for Mag is slightly better. What is our exchange rate? Yeah, okay. 6 to it. So, we could make 283,000 back if I just blew all of my my Mag, but I'm not going to. Because we'll be fine. Like, as far as making money back goes, we just run the merchant for a little while. You know, find a place where we're stronger than the enemies so we won't even engage the combat, and we'll just make a ton of money on it.
Aha.
So, I guess take us to the Inn District, where I will not be able to afford a room now. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Say.
Oh, there's the giant Sky King's face.
Whoa!
You're gonna really see the king's face from here, huh? I realized it was slowly moving, but its coming to Wildhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
It does give a surprising legitimacy to this weird state-sponsored version of the popularity contest, if the king's face actually comes here. I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It is evidence that we're being observed, as we've seen from the Coronation Rock.
Well...
Maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous.
Oh, there's a bunch of markers on the map,
Alright, then.
which means how many of them are going to kick me out.
What do I do?
I guess we'll start with this one. Or not?
Hey!
Whoa! That is... Okay, this person absolutely gets a hippie voice. They've got a face, though, so I think I'm going to have to give them a portrait. Oh, I guess he's getting the same voice we gave to Lance.
Whoa. Look who's here. You're that elder fella from Artera, ain't you? Oh, I guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, cause I just got tossed out of my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full. And the one calling itself the come one, come all in. Some joke, huh? Well, that's gonna be an issue.
Right?
It sure is. Is there another place nearby to stay?
Oh, there's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or Nelda staying there? Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's like twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Luis naturally. Probably brought out a whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
I guess, but...
You think so? I guess we better avoid that one then. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, right, son. You can tell where I live because I started to say the Golden Corral instead.
Yeah, it's the buffet. It's where Forden is. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking UG standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. So, okay. Oh, it's Lena.
Hi there!
It's the other UG. She's one of the contenders. The engineering one, I believe. Good God, what voice do we give that face? She looks so ganky. I think she's just gonna have to get the Valley. I know she's an engineer, but we've already got a German, so... Gremlin Maya? Ooh, okay. Yeah, Gremlin Maya will work. I'll do that. It's not particularly a squeaky voice, but I can see that. Ooh, do we do Fast Valley or do we do Gremlin Maya? What's it gonna be? Which voice should we give her? It's a tough call. I could see either working. Hey, Scarlet Fox. I like the UG so far. Fast Gremlin? No, Gremlin is naturally not fast. Probably snorting sugar. She does have kind of the look. Oh God, wait. Hang on. Okay, I've got a voice I haven't done in a really long time that I'm gonna try and do for her. Because fast came up, and it was the fastest voice we had. I'm not sure I've done Solarian in a couple of years, but I'm gonna give it a try. She looks like she'd steal things.
Okay, Solarian voice was the Solarian voice. There we go. I saw you Martyria, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? Yes, definitely. Were you planning to stay this in? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left, no beds at all. Because of the exhibition, everything was full up, and after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time, too. Oh, God, no.
I see.
That's so. Well, if this place is no good, we'll have to look somewhere else.
Oh, wait, the gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martyria. That was really interesting. Hey, come on, what sort of technology does he use? Let me know, too. I want to know. Yeah. Who are you again?
What?
You're terrible saying you don't remember me. I'm Lena Caden, the only daughter of the Caden Workshop. You know me, certainly you know me. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything built it myself. Means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. I'm definitely gonna hurt you. Goodbye!
Oh, this blooming heat.
I don't believe we meant Milo or Milo, depending.
What is it you require?
Oh my god, that face. Well, I've accidentally found his voice at the same time. I don't know what this is, but I guess I'm just going to roll with it. What the hell? And who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked, and yet how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
And beauty is all is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace, yes, like this golden corral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you've been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. Yeah, this guy's an asshole. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. I don't know what that voice is either, random person. It just kind of happened. He's got that sort of face. But apparently now we have a Milo voice. Oh no. Hey, Salik. How well do I think I'd get on voicing a Suikoden game? It's probably a little bit much, but let's see. Oh, actually, I've got to add this dude to the voice list, because that's now a thing. So I'm just going to do in here, blah, blah, blah. Milo. For metaphor. Get him on the list. That puts the grand total of the voice list at 53, so I could do almost half the cast of a Suikoden game. Almost. I think I'm one person shy of doing half the cast of Suikoden game. Oh well. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we've only got one choice left. I really, really don't want to. But should we check out this spider's den we heard about from Loveless earlier? Now I'm gonna try and remember his voice the next time he comes up.
What do I do?
No, he's such a new one. Oh my god. Hi.
On the hunt for lodging, are we? I have a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone. My rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards. Yes.
Kind of freaky.
Yeah, this place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Okay, then. Oh yeah, this is the very
should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
There's something living in the corner of the room.
The Mystica, what's up?
How goes the revolution?
I am slowly but surely making progress towards burning down everyone.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
You do have a lot of those, Hulkenberg.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, honey, I think the thing was like twice the size of your head.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Heis, isn't that like food for you?
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Man, if I hadn't already done the sigh emote, Hulkenberg's face in this moment represents such an amazing potential for like a good deadpan sneer. But I think the sigh kind of took that.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
Well, we kind of have to trust her, huh?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part.
Meme Queen Hulkenberg. Ish, I mean, we gave her an emote.
I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Yes, but Heis, you are very small, and therefore your head is quite small. I don't know if it'll make the impression we want. Also, I kinda like you and don't want to kill you, so let's go with no.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right, we've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Hulkenberg make a nice deal with it emote. Already got one though.
Heis certainly was
Too
a kid,
early
and
yet
a
to
knuckle
retire
when he
for the
was
night.
young.
We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears.
Nah, even the bits, Bill. I'm amazed Heis can handle being in a pub. You gotta figure the noise with ears that large. I mean, we drew him out of hiding by smashing pots and pans, and that just sounds like normal tavern to me.
And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, buddy, in this world, any meal could be your last.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
He looks kinda creepy. Really, very creepy.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Ooh, I see Katharina over there. I just want to hear hers.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one?
He looks like a mid-boss.
Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other.
Yes. There's the Dark Adonis. I'm gonna call you mid-boss. What?
When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
That rose might be his igniter, which would be extra funny because it means unlike all the various people who have collars and whatnots, it's easier to take it. It was Milo. I was curious if it was going to be Milo or Milo.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
The gross thing is, he probably actually has a decent amount of the fangirl vote.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars.
Damn, that dude's got a snarl going on.
Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing! When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Roussant tribe at its head!
Well, congratulations. You might be getting yourself the Roussant vote with words like that, but I have a feeling every other tribe's gonna be like, bitch, no.
Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command! Hear, hear!
for Russon pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open!
Oh, honey, I was right with you until you said guillotine, and now I gotta smack you for that pronunciation. That said, everything else about this, I'm there for. But seriously, guillotine, go slap yourself.
Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter! We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health!
I do still like the approach.
Guillotines.
Thank you for the bits, Bill. I do like... I saw a kind of hilarious violent B-movie many years ago where the entire premise of it was that kind of pseudo-post-apocalyptic, all of the wanted bounties were for white-collar people. Not white-collar criminals, just everyone who had white-collar jobs. And it was basically people bounty hunting the rich. It amused me.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
he's noticed our issue with it too, the Robin Hood paradox.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
Yes, this is how you get like-minded people to potentially hear you. You throw out your hot take and you look for the people who don't think it's a hot take.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I mean, he's still second on the throne, so clearly he's well in the running.
I confess, I know not how to feel.
Talking about your microeconomic policies on farming? Well, stick the cows in the guillotines. And have our wallets open. Everyone gets beef. Hooray?
Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Yes, we're now allowed to freely talk about how shitty it is. Hey, Pika Money, how's it going? Welcome
Indeed.
back.
Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yes, the beef blade policy.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Aw, but I want to shake hands with Catherine and get more ranks again. Oh god, I see the purple. Nope, and there's Leveless.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Dude, this is the guy... This is the guy who campaigned for student body president on, like, everyone gets free pizza as a policy, you know? Congrats, guy. Nothing is actually going to work.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful
Vegeta.
beyond imagining.
It's a subscriber.
Oh, Scarlet, thank you very much. Welcome back. Thank you for 3 months. And thank you for Jeff Bezos' money. He doesn't need it, but I'll certainly take it. Continuing Prime subs until your month off. Good way to do it.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Ow.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
If vote for me, I'll make the kingdom stronger than ever. Just don't ask me how. How? With kingly power. Yeah, that's it.
That lad there? He's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
I just want to point out that until any of these people are actually on the stone, technically, assassination is on the table, right? So if we were serious about this, we would find all of the people doing reasonably well who do not have faces on the great big kingly stone, and we would kill them.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
Just said Heis, mate, right? I mean, it's kind of what he does. Basically the Katharina plan? Ish. She just attacks people as she runs across them.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
But I don't think she would have killed us. Oh god, please don't be a fishing minigame. Alright, what the hell? I caught some weird creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
Oh, my food bowl's still moving. Alright guys, dig in while it's still squirming.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious!
You know, I had wanted to do a Miwako Nom emo, but I might have to change my plan.
Your food's organic.
Thank you for the bed spill. Yes, incredibly organic. Oh my goodness. The timing was funny because Fishe made the surprise Nom emote that we're using right now, the Zen one. And I've been planning to make one with Miwako. But I also kind of want to make one with Hulkenberg, so... but we already have one, technically.
The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
It has crunch? Hey, Mama Cat.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Oh, that's the line to pick.
At least we'll die together. Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right.
Could make them seasonal.
The noble thing to do is see it through.
You would go for the spring?
Thank you for the bet spill. I suppose I could. Maybe I'll just have to do alternate versions at the higher tiers, because I do have a bunch of T2 and T3 slots to fill in. And yeah, Reaper's even got an aura. I'm pretty sure there's a Twitter account for this called Food with Threatening Auras.
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
She seems like the kind of girl who's like, I found 60-year-old MREs. Delicious.
You need way higher standards, lady.
As an Instagram, it must be in other places, Sione, because I don't ever go to Instagram. Ever.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Balin, shake my hand. Shake my hand and give me a fun archetype.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
Oh? How'd you hear about it?
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
I thought it was a crier's business to say things.
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
It's still squirming, yeah.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
Honestly, he's a good guy to have on our side to some degree, because it means he'll talk us up a little bit more. And how he phrases things when he's doing the whole crier bit. I mean, he's an announcer. He can kind of upplay or downplay us pretty easily.
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
We actually ran into Batlin on the road, Scarlet Fox. He was on a runner. So he's traveling with other people's runners. I can't remember whose runner he was on at the time.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought a head. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Hey, Grandra, I think you're right. Church Guy's runner would make sense, particularly since he's technically a Sanctist promoter. Yeah, so I think he was there for... You got to see our fight with the bald man we weren't allowed to touch because his head is actually on the damn rock. He wasn't the purple guys. Well, no, because the purple one had the singer. The songstress was with him. And then Luis showed up as well. I don't think Batlin was present for that.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Try on Barden to reach the city by morning. I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet arena. No, it ought to be there to reach them. When they don't, we should head to the gauntlet runner. I guess that just leaves me having to... Yeah, just rest up for tomorrow, so I don't think we can go out and do anything. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and get our sleep. It'll be fine. I'm really curious to see where we go from here, though.
Look at that.
Good night.
Rest well. I'm hoping to get to a point where I can potentially
Time
play
marches on, and the age of a new king
a little between
draws
today's show
nearer.
and tomorrow's, just so I can actually make some of that merch money back.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Right. We can't leave him alone, can we?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Well, they'll show up. Otherwise, we'll have to kill Heis, and that doesn't seem very plot appropriate.
No. Now come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? Oh! I guess they're here.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
Oh. Oh dear.
I'm so terribly sorry.
We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
Any excuse for Nearest to drink.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes.
There's this part of me that's expecting her to just say, like, yes, these people kidnapped me, and just turn everything on us.
To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yeah. No, I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
I'm really curious to see how all this is going to play out.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
So that's how many people are actually on the stone. Okay.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
Just noticed Lord Rookhead. Yeah, there's some interesting people in this crowd.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church. Better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
She looks very cool.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot.
And the line is literally correct. I've literally been living in a hole.
Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
How about that local sports team?
And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
Oh god, this poor girl hates public speaking and basically just got speeched.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Really? That's interesting. I wonder what they mean by sister in this particular case, because they're both different races. Juna's a Nydia.
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Oh, I see Katharina. And boy, yeah, Lord Rookhead indeed. We know hybrids exist, yes, but we've seen hybrids from her race.
Come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin!
And that's what Maria is.
First up is a respected gentleman of the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
Otherwise known as the bald dude who lost a fight on my boat. To 3 guys that couldn't even hit him.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
You know, that would honestly be kind of a good move, if not for the fact that everything about his face just screams skeezy.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start!
Oof, ooey, got SMT'd, gambled on my last hit not removing the stun, it did and I died. Oh. I've definitely thrown like the last action of a round or two, just to make sure. Yeah, big fish.
Now, is there anyone who can top this?
Was this in any way a vicious beast, or did he just hunt a really big fish?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Kinda looks like a goofy tortoise head.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
I mean, to be fair, it does look like it came out of a Bosch painting, so...
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Damn, that's a fair point.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
It does look like a human head from the egg ones, yeah. The weird kind of platypus-looking things.
Now, on to the next!
Alright, that's got suckers. Yep. So this is what Forden did.
The size of that thing. Was that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
That's a good play.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
Oh, we'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
So we're going to pass through a few of them, but the Pagan Assassins were the chess piece ones,
Thank
right?
you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation.
Yeah, I want to see the Castlehead prize.
Whew. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show.
I wonder if Batlin intentionally kept us for last. So a little bit of chaos.
Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Waffles here to present.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
This is great, because we're going to get the anti-church crowd in one go here. While also undermining Forden.
I've got something to say to you too.
That you chief there. Isn't that Heis? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heis, mate. A huge chief of all things.
This, after we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all.
Yeah, we told him it's Heisme. He's doing this. This is an intentional act, not real outrage.
You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Here we go. This is working.
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events! We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet!
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
He will grumble, apparently.
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now?
This is a little unpleasant.
Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve.
Man, I love her design. She's a cool outfit.
O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls.
I love this. Even Batlin's like, shit. What do I say?
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Surprise, thought Forden would make a bigger deal of that. So, Forden's in an interesting position. That is someone of his own church, basically. So depending on how he reacts, he can basically cast very poor light on the church. She is a sanctoress. If they don't basically accept that it is a sanctoress who did that, it make it seem like... It puts them in a position where if they don't handle things correctly, they can make it seem like they have no real control over the church, and that any sort of person could wind up in these important roles, and that undermines Forden's own role, and Godot's as well. So they kind of have to deal with it quickly and smoothly. It also means they shut her up before she says any more. And if she says too much, that could be a huge problem for them. But at the very least, it does still help to damage the church a little bit by virtue of the fact that they had to accept that she is a sanctoress who did these things. So we've been given legitimacy. And, good God, we don't even use the speculate command anymore. We use spec. Whoa, hello. We're rank 49 now. That jumped up. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
Man, no kidding, there's potential chaos there. Better have the captain of the guards present.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
Oh yeah, if we'd brought her head as is, like, we could not have handed that over.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Huge points to her for just the serious stones it took to do it.
Not bad, pups.
Oh, this is the little fucker who's with Luis. And there's
You
the
are
big
passing
fucker.
on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
All we did was right or wrong.
No. We only righted a wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the Church to do it.
I figured that would earn some points with him.
It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you
Liver
think?
puddling like it was killing me here. Oh, you'll have to help me identify Katharina's accent when she shows up, because hers is a really strong lowbrow accent, but I can't remember the region for it.
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Hey, Chocolate Cutter. God, he never sends a messenger. We just spend like a week waiting here while he gets a head start on us.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Well, if you're gonna put it like that, honey, shake my hand. Give me an archetype. I guess adjusting our collar
Master
after
Luis
that.
was just here. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, Glodell. Did your master show up and have a chat with us and ignore his dog? Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Here, I've got a stick. Maybe we can play fetch for a bit. Bitch.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
We know how to dress.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
And we know how to style her hair? I don't know. Look at Waffles. I actually don't believe that.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
Yeah, right, random purse. For starters, we don't look like the unholy combination of Hot Topic and leopard print. Ugh, leopard print. Nothing looks good in leopard print.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Oh, I kind of like this idea. Engraved on his body. That is a hell of a place to keep a curse. But talk about keeping it close to your heart.
Maybe he's engraved it directly on his body.
Yeah, somehow I doubt he'd literally carve incriminating evidence onto his skin. It'd be backwards in a mirror besides. It's more likely to be in his runner.
Oh, I don't know. You know where it is at all times if it's on you.
Do you really suppose it would be in the runner he uses even today? The incident was near a decade ago.
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
I'm waiting to see if they'll, give me days to kill until the messenger arrives or anything.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself.
Well, there we go. So we definitely had some impact on him.
Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Oh, I didn't realize we had an automatic racist card against us for him.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
So what you're saying is that if we go completely anti-church yet again, we will continue to cement the anti-church vote by all the people the church is shitting on. Bring it on.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours?
Yeah, we've seen what your god's capable of, and the answer is not much.
Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
Hey, Blood Spackle, yes, time to attack and dethrone God. I mean, that's all Mega 10 type games, right?
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable.
Are you sure we can't eat God? Well, I'm fairly certain if we just lightly sear it, Hulkenberg will try it.
Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Yes, Chief Baldverus.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
I'm sorry, you were all talking so boringly I fell asleep.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Man, I'm so sad we couldn't beat the crap out of him when he attacked us because of the king's face, but like, oh, he needs it.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Rella, come join our camp. We have cookies, and we treat people better.
Understood.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yes, we believe in inequality. Wait, no, equality.
A word.
Inequality.
Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this Night Prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Luis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Luis's craft, eh?
Yeah, okay, no drinking though, guy.
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
This sounds like such a red light district thing. Ah, it is currently stormy. The Night Prowler, huh?
Let's hurry.
The place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferryman should know how to get there.
Oi there!
And let's go ahead and save, because it's been a little bit. Saves have been few and far between today.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
This bloody rain.
Aha.
Oi!
Okay, take me to the Night Prowler. Ah, so you're one of them brothers you're talking about, huh? And I've heard all about it, so go on, hop in right behind me. This is, well, this is certainly a look. Okay, that's a vibe. Pretty cool.
Wow, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
Ah, he left his dogs behind for us.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters? Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. Make some points for my own life.
My big brother's oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Okay, all right, we're running that that trope. Little big brother and big little brother.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub. Oh dear. I think everyone here works for Luis, perhaps.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
Ooh. Now, treating all tribes equally has been the kind of thing that Luis has said. He has talked about equality. But if I say I don't want to be king, I want to say when we met them briefly in the past on the way here, we did say that we actually wanted to assist him, and not that we wish to be king ourselves. And technically, this isn't a lie either. We are actually trying to get someone else to be king.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Hmm? Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I'm in love with Juna. That's the songstress. I admire his power. You know, if I want to be just straight up honest, I don't like Forden and I don't like the church. We're not lying.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a Sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
And Gladel just getting shit on.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
I'm guessing people have tried in different ways that they thought might not set off the Sky King's face, you know? You know, maybe attempting to, like, poison it so it's like a drink, so it's indirect, or things like that. I'm guessing everything that they've tried that wasn't shove a knife down his throat like Grius tried has not worked.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
Yes. You're small and you've been weirdly good at having people not notice you a lot of the time.
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Hey, Toa, yes, send in the Pixie. Cartoon anvil traps. Now here's my question. What if you set up a Rube Goldbergian death machine? At what point do you suppose the Sky King would interfere? Would he stop you when you go to activate it, despite it being an incredibly long and complicated sequence of events that might result in his death? Or would he do something right near the end? Like, I'm curious, to what degree can it actively stop you the more indirectly you're attempting to kill? It's already sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So?
Luis's Gauntlet Runner, the Caradrius, is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Man, I wonder if this is going to be a big, long thing. I'm looking at the time. I don't think I'm gonna get to a point where I can run around and merchant things for money. So this might... Anyone who's played ahead recall how long is this bit? If anyone happens to recall. Wonder if we got time, if I should actually just hold this for the start of tomorrow. Pretty long? Okay, that's what I feared. Good to know. So it looks like we're locked down here, and that'll hold us for the night. Alright, well that gives us something good to start with tomorrow, though. We'll
Luis.
We'll have to wait, I guess, for tomorrow to finally get out and kill things again. Man, we haven't fought a single thing today. I have not stabbed anything this entire stream. I feel wrong. It's wrong and terrible. I need to be killing things. Oh, well, I did say I wanted to make progress in story, and we did actually clear a solid in-game week. So, I will take that. Talking simulation stream. Yeah, a little bit. Oh no, you're right. We did stab Katharina a bunch. I forgot. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Katharina. Oh, you're apparently a bit forgettable. Ah, well. On that note, oh, that's not right, but that's right. So, we are on Metaphor all this week until Friday, when we'll do Persona 3 Reload as usual. I'm gonna hit the closeout stuff, and there is the Discord link as well. We are a very active community. It will not tell people if you join, so if you just want to join and lurk, get yourself your emotes and stuff, that is totally fine as well. And otherwise, drop that on the YouTube side as well. Otherwise, I do want to say thank you everyone for coming out and spending some of your Tuesday night here with me for more Metaphor. I'm really enjoying this playthrough. I hope you're enjoying the game as well. It's nice to be able to sink my teeth into a nice meaty JRPG again and share it with everyone on something new as opposed to something that we've had to dredge up from the past. I don't find too many games that I'm quite this invested in playing through, despite the obvious length. So I'm really digging this, and I greatly appreciate people hanging out with me while I do it. I will endeavor to get us some better Hulkenberg emotes soon, but otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful rest of the night. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow for more Metaphor. This is Zero out. Enjoy the Hulkenblank.